Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 14th of April 2020 and it's 5:05 p.m. I'm just about to do my prospecting, which is my favorite time of the day, even though that most people are home now with this COVID-19. But however, everybody will be home by usually about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and it's a really good time to prospect. I don't really mind whether there's a virus going or not, I still do the same thing. Funny thing though, having a long weekend, I was reading and listening to YouTube and just reading a few articles, Facebook, etc. A lot of these trainers now, these days, I've noticed that huge majority, probably like 90% if not more, I've never been in real estate, yet they're coaches. And having said that, I was thinking, well, how can you coach if you never actually sat down and done that type, they're telling people to prospect and go door knock and all these sort of things. They never done it themselves. So, I mean, I would love to see a coach, a real estate coach, that actually says, sit down by me, I'll do it first, and you watch me. In other words, I'll make 50 calls and you watch me, and when I'm done, it's your turn. I would love to see that, but no chance, I haven't seen that. Even some of these so-called, top coaches that you see all around YouTube, they're all saying do this, do that, seminars, this and that, but they actually never done it. And when they have, it was like 30 years ago. Times changed since then. I would love to see them sitting next to their student or even next to me and say, listen, I'm going to make 50 calls and then it's your turn. I would love to see that. They probably choke on their own words. But this is my pipe, by the way. Free of nicotine. I think strawberry flavor. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much what I was going to say. Spending a couple of $1,000 for a coaching session, that's going to go nowhere, and you can pick that up from YouTube, Google it, get it anywhere really for free. So why would you want to pay? Because that's what they do. They cut and paste and send you ebook or something, some rubbish. So I really care about people that want to succeed in this business and not be taken through the grinder, getting milked with last cent they've got, especially in this environment. Just to me, they're just wrong, and it's just a bit sad because a lot of young guys, young girls that have families, and as it is, it's hard to pay your rent or pay your mortgage off or do the shopping. And sometimes when there's no way out, your back is against the wall, you think, well, I'll pay for this and this coach, and hopefully takes me out of this mess. Well, I can tell you one thing, it's not going to do that. The only thing that's going to take you out of the mess you're in, it's you. Yes, you. You'll be amazed what you can do when you really want to do it. And you got to have a good reason. And if you got a young family with kids and your wife, she may be working or maybe not, that you cannot get a better reason than that. You just, that is your reason. The only reason you don't make call, you think, oh, I'm fearful. I can't do this. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. If I said to you right now, listen, 3 months from now, 90 days, if you do this, I'm going to give you a car that you always wanted, a couple of $1,000 in your pocket at any one time. All your bills will be paid off, say $10,000, $20,000 worth, and you have $100,000 in the bank in 3 months. And all you got to do is make calls. Make calls, make MA bookings, and go to your market appraisals, list them, put on domain, or realestate.com, and yeah, take buy inquiries. Obviously, you can't do open house, you can't do auctions, but you can, as far as I know, still make an appointment and take them down. But obviously, do a really good qualified and qualify well, and have a pair of plastic gloves, hand that to them when they get there, give them a mask, and make everything professional, and ask your owners to leave, if they can, for say 20 minutes, and line up your buyers pretty much one after the other, so you don't have to keep going back. And most important, qualify the buyers that want to inspect your property. Make sure their finance is ready or they've sold something. No use taking people down, they haven't got the finance ready and say, oh, well, we love the house, but now we've got to get finance. So, take down the qualified buyers. And if you do that pretty much on a regular basis, you'll be okay. So, as I was saying, would you do that, what I just said, make your calls, and end of 90 days, you will have all those things you ever wanted. Most people say, yes, I'll do that. But the thing is, they can't see that. It's too far away for them. But if you gave it to them now, and they will say, yes, I'm going to do it, just give me the things now. They might do it for 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, and it'll stop. So what I'm trying to say is you really have to have a strong vision what you want. You want to know where you want to end up. And most of all, what price are you prepared to pay for it? And the price I'm talking about is willpower. So you got to sit down and just do it. But willpower runs dry very, very quickly. So the best way I find to use it, to go nice and easy, no willpower required, no forcefulness required, because I sit down, meditate, say a prayer, and really I see myself as if I already have what I like. Do them multiple times, maybe 3-4 days in a row for 10 minutes, and the work becomes a lot easier. That's how I bought my Porsche, whatever else things I buy in life. I can't do anything really if I don't know the reason why I'm gonna do it. So I always visioneer myself as I already have it, and I feel as it's not just good enough just to visioneer it. You gotta really feel it from your heart. You know you can have that, but the only way you will have it if you do the work. But the good thing about that is once you've done the work, or basically you're halfway through, you know that it's coming because you actually can see the results. If it takes 3 months, well, first 3-4 weeks, a little bit difficult, and yes, leads are coming, yes and no. Second month, in the middle, then you really see the results. People who spoke a month ago, you're following them up now, yes, we're selling, and that's really in the middle there. You're making appointments. And you know that people you spoke to a month ago, you rang them back a month later and they said, well, not yet, but we will sell in 2 months, 100%. Could you please give us a call then? Get your diary, write it in, or write on a whiteboard and follow them up, and that's as good as a listing. So you're lining up your future, you're filling up your funnel. And now and again you get people who say, yep, we are thinking of selling, we'll just think about getting an agent, and I'm glad you called, when can you come down? Well, beautiful. Now the third month, by the third month, if you did everything you're supposed to do, first month, second month, third month, you will see your sales, how many sales you made, you will see how many opportunities you missed, because you obviously not 100% yet, and you will see how many opportunities you have in 1, 2, 3 months time. And the third month, let's say it's finished now, and you look back and you say, well, that wasn't that bad after all. I got 11 sales. during those 3 months, and I've got 15 listings now. And God, you know, I got 25 leads they're gonna sell for the next 2-3 months. I've got a great pipeline. So you see, cold calling, it's not always cold calling, but you have to cold call to get them into your funnel and make them your database. So that's what you have to do. So, you know, long story short is, be careful who you listen to. If you're ever gonna pay somebody a coach, yeah, there's some good ones. And those ones, yes, they're worth it. But the rest, if you don't know them, or nobody refer them, say, okay, can you show me how it's gonna be done? Don't send me an email and ebook. You know, I like to see you do it personally. Come to my office or my home, or I'll come to your office or your home, and you make the first 50 calls, and I'll watch you, and then I will do it. How many you reckon will do that? Think about it. Not many. Not many. So, these ones here that I've got in front of me now, as I said before, I used my data cards. I had a system that I used to use, without mentioning names, they're very, very good. But my database, I had to, you know, every time a prospect called or follow up leads, whatever, I end up like 20, and I got to sit there after hours and punch it all in, and it was just getting out of hand. So I thought, well, I'll go back to my old system as I always used to use, and it works for me. When it doesn't work, well, then I'll go into the database. But for now, eventually I have to go, because I've got 1100. And these aren't the ones that say to you, oh, just go on API data and load everybody on this that bought 5-6 years ago, 10 years ago, and you get instant database, you know, of 500 people. Shit, they're worth fuck all. Because you never spoke to them, you don't know nothing about them. If I take any of my cards, these ones, I got 1,000, well, here, the hundreds over there. Take any one of these leads, like, if I take these, for example, like these ones here, if I take any one of those cards, doesn't matter which one, take this one, see, 2014, and it's got multiple pages on it stapled. A history of me speaking to him. So the reason I'm showing you that, because database is not all like database, just put them in there and, you know, call them database. Database has to be somebody that you spoke to more than once, and they ask you to call them. Or they might say, oh, then they give me a call in 6 months, or give me a call 8 months, or a year, or whatever. That's the database that I'm talking about. So now, I have to give this up away too. So the Red Bull after this, recharge. Can't go without Red Bull. So I'll make a couple calls and I'll let you go, because if it stays over 26 minutes, it's hard to upload it. So, and I'll be up here tomorrow. So you should subscribe and press the bell button, and hopefully you get a little alert and come down and watch me. And that's the best way to learn, when you see somebody actually doing it. Otherwise, it's not easy. Anyway, let's have a go. This is Oatly. Now, just read it quickly. Hello, good afternoon. Is that Mrs. Diddy's? Oh, Mr. Dead is Danny here. Danny from Negotiators Real Estate, Hurstville and Cogger. Ah, good, Mr. Didis. Thank you very much for asking. Mr. Didis, I just promised I'll stay in touch. When I spoke to you a little while ago. I know you were renovating and things like that. And I just thought, well, I did promise a call. Just to say that even though with this COVID-19 going on, real estate agents are they're considered as essential services. And, the market has dropped by 45% of amount of listings. So there's not much listings in the market, but there's stacks of buyers due to low interest rates. So they're taking advantage of that. So I'm just saying to a lot of my clients, if you need me or if you like a valuation, I'm always here for you. Okay. That's all right, Mr. Davis. Did you receive my little fridge magnet last time I sent you? Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, I'm always free for you, Mr. Davis. Just give us a call, and if you like a valuation or anything like that, and I'll be happy to come over and talk to you then. But you're welcome, and you have a lovely afternoon, Mr. Davis, and stay well. Thank you kindly. Bye-bye. Bye. I forgot to take my ear off so you can hear what's happening. Oh. Yeah, she was happy I called because they're still renovating. So it's 14th April. Let's put a quick note in there. Call. Oh, first I put happy I called so I know next time. And stay in touch. And next, now it's April, probably about 3 months time. April, May, June, July, 28th July. Okay. Now, this one here, might do this one more. I think I'll loudspeaker now. It's good when once you get going, it's not bad, but it's the first couple of calls. Even now, I find it difficult. It's just normal.
The person you called is not available. I can let them know you called by sending a text message with your phone number.
No, not text message, voicemail yet. Okay, green. Okay, see, I spoke to this guy 26th of the 3rd. So, Graham's nearly ready, I think. Maybe. Okay. Let's see what Graham's got to say. Loudspeaker.
Graham.
Good afternoon, Graham. Graham, is Danny here. Danny from Negotiators Real Estate, Hurstville, Cogger. How are you? I hope you're staying safe indoors. Graham, I did promise to give you a call in a couple of weeks' time since last time we spoke. And basically, just stay in touch to see if you like evaluation or anything I can help you with real estate. Oh, by the way, as you're probably aware, that real estate is an essential service, and I'm still going out and showing properties and things like that. Also, the listings are down 45% because not many listings around, but however, my God, the buyers increased due to the low interest rates. So there's a lot of buyer inquiry. But anyway, I'd love to speak to you personally, Graham. My number is 0411729902. I repeat, 0411729902. Thank you, Graham. Catch up soon. Bye. Okay, that was that. So here's no answer. So on the back, over here, no answer. Try again. Now I try him again. Anyway, I got some serious calls to do. But tomorrow, I'm gonna do call calling. And with call calling, it's like non-stop. Over here, I've got a timer, 45 minutes timer, and it says calls dialed and calls reached and how many appointments are made. And last 45 minutes. So when I start that, I just go, I just don't stop. I don't talk anything unless I find something's gonna sell. I write it on my card, get a blank card, fill one in and make it as a database. So I usually do 3 runs at 45 minutes in the morning, and I'll do another 2 runs mid-afternoon, and then I will switch to my database for about an hour, and then about this time, 5:30 till about 7:30, I go back into call and speak to a lot of people. So by the end of the day, I might speak to about 60, 65 contacts. However, I will have to make 3 times that, probably about 180, 200 dials to speak to 60 people. So tomorrow, probably about 10 o'clock in the morning, I'll start doing them. I might even go live. And yeah, that's interesting. That's for people that really want to know how to do call calling, not a database follow-up. Right now I was doing database follow-up. But call calls, that's like, see, these people know me. For me, that's easy because they know me. Hi, Danny, how are you? So that's good. And not big deal calling. But call calls, a bit different. But exciting. I love it. You get told off and this and that. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, getting back to coaching. Only thing I could say is do the things you fear most. But doing that often, you will eliminate the fear. Maybe not all of it, but most of it. The more you do it, the easier it will get. And remember this, the hardest thing when you sit down, you got all your data info in front of you, your phones, your headphones, you're ready to go. The hardest thing is to start. To make your first, second call, and maybe even the third call. After that, it's easy. No, when I say it's easy, it's a lot easier. And probably about 20 minutes after that, it is a lot easier. Heaps. But I've been doing it since 1991. I think a little bit older than that. I'll say 1991. And I still get that chest feeling, the anxiety feeling you get when you want to do something you know you should do, but it's like jumping off a cliff or something, or do a bungee jumping. That's how you feel. But that only lasts until you dial and there's a hello. When there's a hello, that disappears because you focus on something else. It's just your mind. So we got to control that negativity feeling. And the only way to do it, things you fear, is by going directly attacking it. Don't try to avoid it. If you avoid it, if you're meant to go straight and you go sideways, that's avoiding, and the fear that you had, it will double, if not triple. So next day you want to do it, it'll be very hard. And the other point is, if you do it for weeks straight, and it comes Saturday, Sunday, you don't do nothing for 2 days, it's harder to get back into it. If you have a long weekend, 3 days, and you don't pick up a phone for 3 days, you'll find it's really hard to get back into it. And the same thing applies. Enough enthusiasm, not force, enthusiasm. In other words, you've got a reason why you're going to do it. It's a lot easier. But if you're going to do just sheer willpower, that's hard. Always find yourself a reason that you want to do it. And when all things done, you're going to bed, just before you go to bed, sit down 10 minutes, 15, the longer the better, and vision yourself what you want to be. How would your life look like if you did what you're supposed to do? What would the results be if you did what you're supposed to done? And you'll see. It feels a lot easier. And you keep doing it, and you know, write your goal is already happened. You already achieved it. You're excited. You're powerful. You know, you're grateful. And you write down, I'm so grateful. I have purchased my car. You know, I've got 20,000 in the bank and this and that. As you already done it. And believe me, don't ask me why, but there's something out there that just attracts it. Just attracts it. The more you think about good, the more you are grateful, it just comes. I can't answer the question, but it just comes. Happened to me many, many times. But it can work the opposite as well. If you think negative all the time, you go to bed thinking negative, and you feel to get up in the morning, oh, daylight, oh, I'm gonna start this and that, it will double itself. It's like a double-edged sword, works the both ways. So try to focus your mind only on positive things. And even if negative keeps coming on, take 3 deep breaths. And you feel calmer and start thinking of nice things. Or have a photo of your kids in front and be like, I used to have a photo in front. And that keeps me inspired, a reason. Even if I don't want to do it, I see the photos of my kids, I'm going to do it just for them, you know? And sometimes you really don't want to do it, and you say to yourself, what, am I a coward? Like, I'm doing this for myself, for my kids first, then myself second, you know? Would you let your kids down? Of course not. Of course you wouldn't. So anyway, too much talking now, but I just want to show you about follow-up leads. But tomorrow I'll do straight calling, probably about 10 o'clock. I'll put in my diary, and I might do a live, or if not, just come and have a look at it. But just to subscribe so you don't lose it, you don't miss it. And this is for free, you know. Go and find me a trainer that's gonna do what I'm doing and put you next to him or her, and then make $50. And see what you find. Otherwise, if you ask them how to, you know, build up your, you know, build your database, find listings, all this stuff, they'll give you like arm length of info, which they've never done physically, and expect you to do it. But it might cost you, I don't know, $1,000, $2,000, I'm not sure, because I never paid. But just stay here every day, come down, have a look, pick up one thing, great. Look, I'm happy if I just help one person out there that makes their life better, and they actually get listings out of it, and sales, and they come home, they said to the wife, look, you know, that guy I've been listening to, you know, I've got a listing now, I get it, what he says, I just got to do prospecting more no matter what, and some tips he gave me, and it really changed my life. I'm so grateful. I did my job. So anyway, over and out, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, subscribe. Good night.